It's your top 5 jaw-dropping moments with controller issues. Number 5.
COD, Modern Warfare number 2, No Russian.
Oh yeah, this level was crazy, man.
There was a lot of talk on this, not just in the gaming community, but by the public alone, around about the same time that I think GTA 4 was out, and people were bitching and moaning about that. This is the scene where you're playing in the airport, where you have to shoot innocent civilians, and you're an undercover police officer.
Yeah, it's one of the true terrorist-driven moments in gaming. Very disturbing, very hair-trigger, too, because you don't know who's who.
Yeah, and you can choose whether or not you want to shoot people. It's probably best in the game-wise if you do, but at the very end, you are killed yourself, which is the jaw-dropping moment, is nothing else but a patsy setup, because who you're working with realizes you're actually an American undercover
Not
FBI agent.
sure why I want to play a video game where I'm killing myself.
Number 4.
Looks like we're at Bioshock. The game, Arth Vader here, yours truly, spent no more than about 15 game minutes in.
I would like to say thanks to gaming community at Infinite Respawn for posting this, because I wouldn't have known about this storyline until I saw this, and that is the Would You Kindly. In short, you are the lead character is Jack Ryan, son of the Rapture's protagonist and owner, Andrew Ryan, and you have been mind-controlled the entire game, from crashing your own aeroplane to killing everyone around, including killing your own father, only to learn that you've been helping out your father's political competition the entire time with the sign, Would You Kindly.
Craziness, because I couldn't get past the fact that I was probably going to be on a mission and killing babies, and I was out.
Number 3.
Batman Arkham City. This is a controversial one here.
Oh, there's people that disagree with this on whether or not this is how it ended or not. And will there be a curveball thrown at us at Arkham Knight? The death of the Joker. Did I spoil it?
Well, you better not have.
Actually, in this video game, you lie the corpse of the Joker on the police car that the Commissioner Gordon is standing next to.
Very reminiscent of The Killing Joke, one of the most famous DC graphic novels that it basically encompassed this entire storyline that was of Batman and finishing off the Joker. We never knew whether or not he did or not, and the Joker's died many times in said books, so who even knows?
This was fantastic. One of my favorite all-time endings in a game, I have to admit. Number 2.
Bioshock Infinite. Now, interestingly enough, here's a Bioshock game I actually finished. You know, this game did a whole bunch for me. The ending really was one of the most momentous in all of gaming. I think in a year in 2013 when we had so much good gaming afoot that this was one more and one of the most memorable.
This is the time where, you know, you learned who you were, who your daughter was, who your father was, and then the whole time you figure out you're that person all the way around, and your daughters are the one that finally baptize you and kill you at the very end. It's, I don't know, just the revelation of it all was just like, one of those game moments where I could not stop thinking about it days after playing.
And I gotta say, if I have a daughter, that puts me in the pool of death.
Good luck with that, sir. Number 1.
The Last of Us.
Ooh-wee.
Throughout an entire stellar game that leads you from the quarantine streets of Boston to the promised land of Salt Lake City, you were treated through just an immense number of hurdles and opportunities to get in front of fighting all kinds of baddies.
I would have thought it was the giraffes, but unfortunately, that isn't the jaw-dropping moment of the game.
You gave away the giraffes.
Well, it's not the ending.
That's what I was going to end with. Anyway, the game brings us to a climactic moment where little Ellie, through a freak of nature, has developed some sort of toxin in her body that is basically an antivirus. This antiviral has to be removed from her surgically, which will kill her. The player then is put into a scenario where they have to make the determination, do I kill Ellie or do I not?
And therein lies the scenario of how the game ends for you, the listener.
That's right. And it's a stellar ending no matter which arc you choose, because it's the most gut-wrenching and it's probably the closest any game has brought me to tears.
So there you go. There's a lot of emotional gaming looking at that list, and a lot of jaw-dropping moments that are actually pretty stellar.
And giraffes.
And giraffes. And if you want to catch more of us, you can catch us at Controller Issues.
That's right, and we're doing this as frequently as they'll allow us over with our good buddies over at Knucklehead Gaming. So go check them out on YouTube and check out their great gaming videos that, cover all kinds of great things from, the latest in gaming tips, reviews, gameplay, and of course, latest industry developments. And of course, they showcase us.
Yeah, well, thanks. I don't know why, but I like it.
It's because I'm so good looking.
Yeah, and I'm the ugly one. All right, people, in that regard, I guess we'll be going.
Till next time.
All right. And if all else fails...
Where'd it go? Right trigger.